Make the strings louder.
Alright guys, so in yesterday's video we made the downpipe. We did a little poll on Instagram and we said turn down. Actually Dave, this was Dave's idea.
I like the turn down. Well, it's not like turned down, it's like turned and like
turn down for what? And then you go right here. Or the Mega Man can, the exhaust. And look at that. Look at that. 19% turn down, 81% can.
Well,
so
at least some people are original.
It looks like we're getting a can today. So that is the yeah, that is the plan for today. A couple of you guys said my welds aren't pretty enough to leave exposed. I need to cover them up. I never claimed to be the best TIG welder, but I mean I'm working on it, and you know, we're making progress. I actually have a buddy up in Denver. He does a lot of fabrication stuff, and I almost had him come down and like help me do it, or like kind of, you know, do it for me, just so it would turn out like 100% and would just be like, holy crap. But then I was like, well, he's actually kind of busy. He probably would have came down to it, but I just decided, you know, I might as well do, like, this is my friggin' Supra, you know, like this ain't like a shop built Supra and stuff like that. This is my friggin' Supra. So we're gonna go ahead and continue along that idea and just keep doing things my damn self and making them look almost pretty. But yeah, so today is exhaust day, and I think we're gonna, hopefully we'll get the exhaust. The exhaust shouldn't be too bad, right, Dave?
Yeah, your damn self.
No, David. David helped me yesterday too, so it wasn't my damn self, but it's like Dave gets some credit too. Dave, do you get credit?
I don't know.
Sometimes you get, people seen you in the video. You were in there.
They saw my hands.
Yeah, Dave's hands, and he was helping and stuff. But yeah, this thing, I don't know. I like it, but I don't, and it's like slow, and I just want a good one that like sprays oil on it versus water. Somebody told me I should be using cutting oil, but I didn't really want to use cutting oil because then you have to like, then your whole pipe that you're supposed to be like welding is full of oil and stuff like that. I don't know. We're gonna start making some exhaust. So first order of business, we gotta lift this guy up in the air. Alright, so we're starting off underneath the car. You see we got that nice 4-inch downpipe coming to this 4-inch V-band, so that sets the stage to basically build the rest of it. So plan is we need to come kind of straight back here for a little bit. Needs a little bit of an angle, maybe some little pie things or something to kind of get it down. Come over here, basically straight, and then we're going to do the 245s in kind of an S. Put them together like an S, and then basically just straight back. Put the resonator in here somewhere. I should probably go ahead and test fit my drive shaft, make sure that's 100%, because we did throw in the diff in here last night just for clearance issues. I do have a set of solid subframe bushings coming, subframe, diff, and steering rack bushings that should be coming here shortly. And what else? You think that's it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to weld the bung on the downpipe as well, but we're gonna get something. Man, look at that. That looks kind of cool. We got like a polished intercooler pipe, like a nice radiator, some big old fans. We got a fluid dampener. We got a big old turbo. We got a nice shiny downpipe. We got a shiny transmission, nice tranny adapter. Man, this is looking like a freaking Supra. Holy crap! Nice fuel lines. Alright, so it seems that the drive shaft and everything is just perfect. So you can see it's got that nice Collins adapter right there to add, basically to adapt the Guidibo or whatever the hell you call that rear like rubber flex thing to a normal style 4-bolt drive shaft, and then convert the front to the 370Z yoke and pretty much the perfect length. So the other thing I was kind of concerned about was my shifter. Since this is the big boy like 800 horsepower plus like drive shaft, it has the really big yokes on it. And you can see up there on the shifter, I mean, it's really close right there, but I think we'll be just fine, especially since everything is solid mounted and shouldn't be flexing too much. So tranny has a little bit of a rubber mount on it, but the engine is solid mounted. Somebody was asking about solid mount in here. You can see they're just basically aluminum pieces or machined aluminum spacers. They go right in between the block. The mounts in my drift car have been solid for 3 years. And I mean, honestly, you don't really feel any additional vibrations or anything in the chassis just because it is an inline 6. They do tend to run a lot smoother than, let's say, like a 4-cylinder or like a V8 or a 5-cylinder, something like that. So yeah, looking pretty good. So now we could officially start messing with stuff now that we know what we got to stay away from. So we've just been kind of plugging our way through, making a little bit of progress. Got some odd little bends right here because when I welded this, it pulled it up a little bit tighter, so we had to bring her down just a smidge. Then I cut a 90 degree, like in a weird, so I don't even know what this is. It's like a 53.5 degree, I think. I don't even know. It goes right here, and then we have a 45 and a 45 to basically just give us like a nice little S in the tunnel. This little resonator right here, it's a little bit bigger, so you could kind of cock things sideways in there. So we went ahead and cocked it sideways. I'm gonna go ahead and tack it. And then you can see that pretty much gets us to like right there. And then we have this, which I need to cut, but I'm gonna go ahead and tack this, and then we'll go from there. So I went ahead and got this little hanger kind of tacked on here and held in place. So now we could actually lower this thing and it'll kind of sit where it's going to sit for now. Those things seem to work pretty well. Kind of had to bend it and do some other things and kind of go down there. But essentially it is all tacked up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it down. I'm going to see if I'm able to weld it as one piece. But that's a lot of, I mean, this thing's pretty heavy too with the, I messed up and got the thick wall stainless instead of the thin wall. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it down, try to get this thing welded. And then tomorrow, since this is kind of a slip fit right here, we should be able to kind of stick this in here, get it, like throw one tack on it, and then go ahead, get the back section all figured out. I could pull it off completely, weld it, stick it up here, and then get some pretty good tacks and beads around it, and then pull it down and do the final weld on that section. So yeah, it's crazy how much work it takes. David went ahead and took off, but man, it's nice having 2 people, but you almost need 3. It's crazy. Alright, got this front section right here welded, basically those 4 welds. And I'm tired. It's time to go to bed, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this off tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to do that. Alright, so just got to the shop, or I went ahead and I fully welded these back 2 things because I was too tired last night to do it, and then welded this thing. And man, this thing is like super freaking solid, which is good. I mean, obviously it's a completely solid downpipe, no flex joints or anything like that, but I think we will be alright since the engine is hard mounted. So we took a little measurement last night, and we need to cut this back section right here just straight, and then I think we'll be able to use this little guy right here, and then just the exhaust can. So I think that'll pretty much get us out the back, hopefully. But I don't know. I'm gonna start cutting some things. Alright guys, so that is the exhaust. I still need to do the final weld on these two last beads right there, the two last pipes. But that is the final assembly. Let's see, a nice 4-inch to some little weird looking pie deals. Keep going, keep going. I got this, went ahead and bent that hanger, pulled it out, and then bolted it right here. And then if you continue on down the line, I have another one right here, but the washer wasn't big enough, and I think I'm actually supposed to flip this around. So that will actually go right there and hold it up just a little bit more. So yeah, I decided not to use the factory hanger just because it's so close to it. But yeah, it turned out pretty good. There's a 4.5 degree angle on here, and then two 4.5s. So what would that be? That'd be 13.5 degrees right there. And then there's a little bit of an angle in here too. It's nice because these things are kind of a slip fit. So you can kind of go and you know, weld around the sides. It's crazy because some of my welds are like freaking really nice, and other ones aren't. But I guess that's, you know, that's part of the game, is just trying and seeing if you could get her consistent. So I mean, some of these things look like really nice, but. There guys, there she is, all fully finally welded. I don't know, I just think it's really weird that, like, sometimes my welds are really nice and then the other times they get funny. I don't know. It's just, I guess it's just a consistency thing, and I don't really think there's, you know, much to do to get better than that other than just like practicing. Maybe like carrying a little bit more and like taking just like a smidge more time, but you know, I don't know. That's just kind of one of those things. You just kind of go through it, and I feel like almost every one of those welds is like a practice weld. But I haven't got it dialed in yet. But at least, you know, at least I said I can make my own damn exhaust, and it's, I mean, that's a decent looking exhaust. I mean, there's no super crazy bends, you know, some nice little pie cuts and things. Definitely was nice experimenting with those, and I could definitely see where they come into play just on little situations like this, you know, where you're not just butting two pieces of pipe together and kind of welding them, or cutting two pieces and making them really weird bends. You kind of have that to kind of bridge the transition in between them. But yeah, these exhaust hangers I think are pretty rad. I think they're gonna work out just fine, especially with the way I'm gonna do this one in the back. I'm not sure if I'm just gonna nut and bolt it, because I did just drill a hole up there. If I'm gonna nut and bolt it, or if I'm just gonna put a nut cert, probably nut cert, because nut and bolt would be kind of a pain in the butt. I really do wish I had a friggin' like exhaust clip for you guys, but I mean it's just, we're close. I mean, really close. I'd say the next major thing we need to do is that subframe, but the battery cables. We need to run battery cables to the start of the alternator and then give everything power. And then other than that, the wiring harness and everything is ran. But yeah, we'll I guess we'll get into that another day. Tomorrow is Drift Prep. There is a Drift Colorado event this Sunday at Drift Colorado event at Colorado National Speedway, which is a little bit north of Denver. It's in Dacono. But yeah, all Sunday we'll be driving up there. I think it's round 4 of the points series. I'm not sure how I am in points, probably top 4, something like that. But yeah, if you guys are in Colorado, be sure to come out and support your boy. Again, I'm going to be messing with the drift car and the truck a little bit tomorrow, because I do plan on towing up there with the 6.7. But I've been doing just some things of that in the background that you guys haven't seen, because I haven't uploaded that video yet. So look forward to that. But we got some exhaust done. Have a good one.